Hi, my name is Missy. So let's do some readings. I have some new cards that I want to share with you guys today. I'm not exactly sure what kind of reading this is going to be, as usual. I'm just going to wing it like I always do. If you've been watching any of my most recent readings, you know that I've been trying to focus these readings around the cards that I've been purchasing to offer for sale on my website. And so here we have a new deck. This one is called the Universal Transparent Tarot. So very interesting deck. As you can see, each of the cards is basically transparent with the exception of, oh, I have them upside down. I don't have my glasses on, forgive me. I'm trying to be able to see the computer screen so I can see that whether or not the camera's focusing. So as you can see, it has the picture of each of the tarot cards, but for the most part the card itself is clear, and that's so that you can build them. See? So we're going to use them right now. We're going to use them in a reading. Let me actually explain a little further. This card here is part of the set. I actually glued it to the inside of my board so that I could use this to do this particular reading. I'm going to make some other real quick readings with this as well. But this is the background card that say once you pull your cards, if you put this over the background, then you can see your image there. You can build on top of it. Very cool. So let me show you the rest of, well, not a whole lot left, but there's this card which I'm not exactly sure what it's supposed to be for. I just took it out because it confuses me. I haven't figured out a way that I want to use it yet. So unless someone knows, but to be honest, I did not read the book. I don't ever read a book when I get a new deck of cards. That's my rule. And funny enough that I was just talking to someone this morning who I've been trying to teach how to read cards, and she was reminding me that one of the first things that I told her, which I know that I tell everyone this is the biggest and best piece of advice I can give to anyone who reads cards, which is throw the book away. When you get your deck of cards, throw the book away, put it in a drawer, put it somewhere where you're not going to look at it, where you're not going to read what someone else's interpretation of those cards is. You want to get to know the cards for yourself, right? So anyway, I did not read this book. I don't know exactly if this card here is supposed to have a special meaning, but this one was pretty easy to figure out. And as you can see, the book is pretty small and it has a couple of different languages here, so you're only going to get maybe 10 or 15 pages of information for the cards anyway, so you kind of have to figure it out with these decks. All right. So one thing I'm noticing with this deck, because I have been playing with it, excuse me, it's a little slippery. So if you're someone like me who likes to use lotion, that kind of stuff, like, you might want to pay attention to that, because they do get a little bit, they get slippery. I've had a few times that they just kind of slide everywhere and the cards fly. Other than that, they're pretty easy to handle, pretty well made. So let's get into it. What we're going to do is, I'm actually going to do the reading first here with the focus card. I'm going to show you guys how to build them to get your reading. Unfortunately, I do not have a camera that I can zoom in so that you can see the cards better. That's something I have to look at in the future. But I will explain it as we go, and then at the end we'll go ahead and pull some charms to see if there are any extra messages that your team wants you to have. All right, so take a minute to breathe with me. I'll go ahead and get the cards shuffled. I'm gonna have to do this. I didn't think about my cute little setup here. And actually, now that we're talking about the setup, that reminds me of something else that I wanted to explain for this reading. Because of the astrology that we have happening right now, we've got Venus combust, along with the solar eclipse happening. So Venus goes combust on the 23rd, I believe it is, and then we have the solar eclipse on the 25th. And so, you know, this is energy, especially with everything that was happening in Libra recently, all of this relationship energy that we have going on, the retrogrades. There's a very good chance that there will be, you know, relationships happening, relationship issues happening, love issues happening. So I wanted to focus this reading on that. I want to focus solely on love. This is not going to be anything about work, money, none of that kind of stuff, unless it comes up as part of the love reading. Sorry, the song in the background is kind of catching my attention. I wasn't in the reading yet, but we have Young Life Crisis by Upsall. That could be a message for someone that you may want to look up. So anyway, when I was looking at, you know, what were the crystals and things that I wanted to incorporate into the reading, like what is the energy that I wanted to bring into the reading, because we're talking about love and relationships, well, I was looking at what I had, and every single piece that I have picked for this particular setup here, including this particular box, actually, with the exception of the cards and the flowers, and actually I have a couple of rings here too that were gifts as well. But anyway, but with the exception of the flowers and the cards and this particular board here, everything here was a gift from someone to me. So they all hold special meanings. So I want to kind of leave this here, which means the reading may take an extra minute or two so that I can shuffle between, because I don't want to have to move my board out of the way. I want to keep the picture pretty. All right, so now take a minute to breathe with me, please. Hi, Sagittarius. So we're starting off with the song No One by Alicia Keys. Go ahead and take a minute to breathe with me. I'll get these cards shuffled. So you have the Three of Cups. Very, very positive energy. And hold on, get that out of the way a little. Just saw a notification come up on my screen. I had to make sure what that is. So together with this song, it's like a celebration, right? There's like there's a reason, like going out and having fun with your friends, right? There's a reason to be happy, especially when it comes to relationships. Maybe your friends are being very loyal to you, very supportive of you. It feels like, though, it just feels like very happy energy. I don't know so much about more than two people being here in this energy. At least not yet. That's just not how I'm feeling when I'm looking at the Three of Cups. It feels more celebratory. It's like you get news that makes you really happy, or maybe somebody comes in and tells you how much they love you, and then you feel really happy, like you want to celebrate or cheer. And I really cheering, like that's kind of how I feel when I look at this here. Like you and your friends are cheering. Oh, go on. Funny how we have the song Heart of Glass by Blondie. Come on, focus. I really do need to look at getting a new camera. Yeah, see, so they look like they're cheering, right? Anyway, it really feels like this is some sort of message or information that you receive. Somebody tells you something that makes you really happy. Makes you cheer, like you're getting up to cheer. What's interesting though on the bottom of the deck is boredom. That's what this Four of Cups is, and it's the most prominent energy, or it's this top card here. And so it's saying that you're whatever. There's some sort of you're bored, or you're like not excited by some offer that's coming in, which is interesting. It's like been there, done that. I'm not sure I want to make a return trip. And what the other thing too is where this energy is the Three of Cups is very like celebration, having fun. The Three of Cups then, moves on to the Four of Cups. This is where the party has gone on for way too long, right? Now it's the next day, everybody's been up all night, drinking all night, and you're just not feeling great. So take that however it resonates for your situation. Maybe somebody, especially with this energy, that's one of the things that I forgot to mention, I think in the introduction, but it's okay. It's not completely important or earth-shattering for the reading for every sign as a whole, but for you specifically, Sagittarius, what is important is that the energy that's happening right now astrologically, being Venus combust, and then this eclipse energy, it's like, leading into this eclipse energy, especially with Venus combust, you might meet someone, or it could be someone that maybe you've wanted to be with for a while, right? And then they come in and they tell you exactly how they feel, and you're like, oh my God, yay! You're celebrating, and then the next day, or like, I don't know, a few days after the eclipse, you're like, what the hell was I thinking? Oh my God, this is so much work. It's such a burden. I can't believe, because that's what the Ten of Wands is. I can't believe I thought that this person was my person. The energy is so heavy. And this is the Page of Swords, right? So this is like, not only you're learning these things about this person, and that's, it's like information and truth that's leading into this feeling of, oh my God, I'm bored now, I'm done. But there's also the Tower energy, and that's coming over what is this? I can't really tell which one that is. We're losing light here because, it's the Four of Swords. I thought so. Yeah, so the Tower over the Four of Swords, it's like suddenly a sudden break or a sudden rest, or some sort of like, maybe you'd get like up until the moment, like when the Tower comes in, basically, like something comes in, something unexpected comes in and causes you guys to have to take a breath, right? Come up for air, and then all of a sudden realization comes in. Like that break is a really good thing because you had some time to really think about some things, really look at the truth, or be honest with yourself about some things. It's also being honest with yourself about your responsibilities. Take that however it resonates. We have the song, hold on. BBK by Korn. Okay, so I want to see, what is this sudden separation here, or sudden break? Well, actually, I have two questions. I want to know, what is this sudden break, but I also want to know, what is this responsibility that, what is the truth of your responsibility over here? So what is it that you need to be honest with yourself about? Let's ask that first. The heavy burden that you need to be honest about, or the heavy energy, I should say, that you should be analyzing or paying attention to. Yeah, that's way too many cards, but we'll take these right here. Okay, there's actually three, and the Knight of Wands is hiding the Queen of Swords. And then we've got the Two of Cups. Okay, and look at the Two of Cups is coming right over this energy. So the Knight of Wands hiding the Queen of Swords means this is one person hiding the existence of another person. It's obviously a relationship, right? So this is the truth that you need to be aware of, or you need to pay attention to, right? And probably it's going to be the thing that causes the break as well. I say that because we have now the Hanged Man coming over the Ten of Pentacles. It's literally a pause in a relationship or a family situation. Excuse me, this is the Three of Pentacles, not the Ten of Pentacles, but still it's a pause in, you know, working on the relationship or working towards the relationship. We've got what looks like the Page of Wands and the Two of Wands here. So this is a message about a plan, or a message about an idea, information about an idea or a plan. I don't know what that is talking about in regards to this, unless this person's plan was to hide this other person from you for some possibly, you know, not good reason, right? Let's see what causes the break. What causes the pause or the break. I'm pretty sure it's the discovery of this here, though. And if it is that, then answer what was the plan? So we have Temperance, Ten of Cups, Two of Pentacles, and the King of Cups that are the most prominent cards that I can see here. That looks like it might be the Ten of Swords here, and this might be the Three of Wands, but I'm not sure. So what caused the break? It's the balancing out of a family situation, or the need to balance a family situation, because this is a decision over here. A decision needs to be made about balancing out a family situation. Maybe an emergency came up with family. One person had to leave to go take care of that. Probably has to do with this Queen of Swords that's being hidden here by the Knight of Wands. More than likely, this is probably a marriage, or at least a long-term commitment where there's children involved, right? And someone was trying to juggle two people, and then there's this emergency where they have to go back to the person that they have this foundation with. Because I'm pretty sure this is the Ten of Swords, and if that's the case, it's a betrayal. But it's a betrayal that the other person knew about or saw coming or something like that, right? Like they went into the relationship knowing what kind of person they were dealing with. But then there's this family situation, this emergency that that brings the family back together, except of this Queen of Swords in the background. And now we have the song, hold on. I don't know if I mentioned we have the song Last Supper by Upsall, but the song before it, Lean With Me, Juice WRLD. So take that however it resonates for your situation. What's the best advice for this situation? For the person watching this reading. One more. This one right here. Four of Wands. It's literally coming over the Knight of Wands and the Two of Cups. Four of Wands is like, it's the energy of happiness and joy, celebration. So like your best advice, the best advice for you is to be happy, celebrate and enjoy life, what you have right now, your blessings, probably even this person while you have them. Very interesting, because there's that Queen of Swords being hidden in the background. It could be another aspect of their personality, and maybe there's not actually another person. We have the King of Pentacles with the Ten of Cups above it. And on this side we have Justice, the Eight of Swords, and the Two of Pentacles. So this is Taurus energy, family, right? But then here we have Justice, and Justice is coming out over the Eight of Pentacles, which is a feeling of being imprisoned, right? Somebody could have even actually been arrested or in jail or something, and like they have to balance that out, balance the record, clear their record because of the Two of Pentacles. Something about juggling, because Two of Pentacles is always juggling. We have the song Black Soul by Shinedown. Talking about baby's got a black soul, got a black soul. It says, who's the victim now? Stand up and take a bow, face right, face left, face everyone you disrespect. Maybe that's what this imprisonment and justice card is about. Someone did something and either they were arrested or they got caught or something. But your advice for all of this is to be happy and count the blessings that you have right now. If this is like a family situation, but you are splitting apart, the advice is to stay friends, even though the other person is going to be coming and going, coming and going, coming and going. Just be happy and okay with that, even if you're not actually together. There is justice and balance coming out over this particular energy here of being trapped in the juggle, right? Like somebody was juggling, is obviously juggling two people because that Queen of Swords is hidden underneath the Knight of Wands. And so there is justice coming out over that situation in favor of the family. So whichever side you are on, whether you are the part of the family or you're the other person, your advice, like you could either be the, like I say, the part of the family or the King of Wands or the Queen of Swords, like whichever one you are. Your advice, the person watching this, is to be happy and grateful and enjoy the time that you have, like enjoy the situation that you have right now, because I think somebody's going to get caught. Justice is coming in. It's coming in this situation. It's definitely coming. It's going to balance things out. And it'll come in favor of the family. Okay. And I should say the healthy family, just because it's like, okay, so like, just because I say in favor of the family, let me put this in perspective for each of the people that might be watching. If you are the person who's hiding someone else, or the person that's in the relationship with them, when I say it's going to work out in favor or balance out in favor of the family, that means in whatever way brings the most health and balance to any children involved in the situation. That does not just automatically mean that the family is going to come back together or stay together or anything like that. It means whatever is the best for the children, most healthy situation for the children or for the unit as a family. But that does not mean the relationship, like, don't get it twisted, right? We have the song Mexico by Carrie Underwood. Now, if you are the other person, the Queen of Swords, and I say this is going to work out in favor of the family, again, that doesn't necessarily mean that, you know, the family unit is going to stay together as a relationship. It just means that whatever is the best result, like the reason that you need to be happy if you are the other person and be grateful for what you have is because there are other people involved that need to have health and happiness along with this situation. Especially like with this song, like if you're thinking, well, we'll just run off together and be happy forever after. Not if there's kids involved, right? Not if there's kids involved. That's not the healthy thing for those kids. And if you do that, you'll get caught. If you try to run, you're going to get caught. Right? If you try to run from this situation, you're going to get caught. You have to do whatever is best for the kids that are involved in this situation, or the family, the healthiest thing for the family in this situation. So be happy and grateful. And stay friends, even if you split up with whichever one that you split up with. Okay, let's, I gotta stop trying to fix that. And my OCD does not need to be, you know, placated at all times. Let's get some charms. Okay, interesting. So we have a few runes here. We've got the letter U. We've got the letter U coming out right next to the ox rune, which looks like an upside down U. Very interesting. I feel like that's saying like you are strong, you have strength, find strength in your emotions. The interesting thing though is that the the ox rune is in the neutral position. It's also coming out right here where with the scissors, right? And then the gift rune, which is important, right? So your strength is a gift, but like it's like you're not using it to your advantage because you're afraid of your emotions or something, or use your emotions to your advantage. So we've got the rune of victory as well sitting in the rune position. It's also the rune of justice, the god Tyr, or Tur. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right. That's the reason I hate trying to say the names of these runes. I'd rather give their meaning. I don't want to mispronounce them. But this particular rune is spelled Tiwaz. And the god that this rune represents is spelled Tyr. So, and then we have the rune of birth up here. So, you know, birth can also talk about children. We've got hope, we've got the dragon, we've got the key. Hold on. And we've got the here and now. Yeah, again, that goes back to be happy here and now. Look at the X almost completely mirrors the gift rune, and the U almost completely mirrors the ox rune. So strength is a gift. It's like doubling down. Strength is a gift. Strength is a gift. You have to cut somebody off. Be happy in the here and now. You know, justice is definitely coming. It's just on hold at this point. There are solutions. You just have to be open to them, right? There are solutions to be found, or there's like a puzzle piece. You're just waiting for the last piece of the puzzle. We have a piece of tourmalated quartz here, which talks about clarity is what will protect you. And then we've got hope next to the dragon with the rune, the rune of birth, or fertility, but it's the rune of birth, or babies, right? So again, like, it's like the children, like the hope in the children and the power, or it all, like the only way to gain power or to bring a new beginning or to birth something powerful and hopeful in this situation is through taking the advice that has already been given to you, right? I think you're thinking that there's no hope, though, because it's upside down, but there's absolutely hope. You do have to cut somebody off, or somebody has to be cut out. Let's see. I think I covered everything. This particular rune, though, was falling right here over this Two of Cups and Four of Wands. So if this is an actual marriage, it could be that you have to go to court to balance things out. Like it might be an actual divorce. That could be why the scissors are here. And that could be the thing that is what, like, the birth of hope and power, right, comes from actually going to court, fighting for your rights. And also with this particular rune, the rune of birth and the dragon, that's like awakening to your power, owning your power. It's probably the key, or hope is the key that you're missing, and also your power is the key because of this particular configuration here. You could also be dealing with people, places, or things with these initials, but it's just too coincidental that they're mirroring the runes. I feel like it's doubling down on those messages. Strength is a gift. Use your strength to your advantage. That's your power. Awaken to your power. Your hope comes from your power. Justice will prevail. Justice for the family will prevail. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and leave that here. I hope it resonates. If it does not, please stick around. There may be another reading for you here on the channel that does. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell, anything you can to help me, and I thank you very much for watching.